Hey, what's up, big group? It's Boomy here. It is April the 3rd, and I am so excited about IX Global. I'm excited about this new month. I'm excited about just moving forward in business. So, what are we doing today? Hopefully, you heard my video as we closed out March, and we talked about how now our focus, like everybody, still keep your focus on FOE, focusing on exposures. Make sure you're reaching out to your capable upline for presentations, getting on the company calls. I may do 2 a week, 2 launches a week for people reach out to me. But I am making sure that I am tap rooting this month. What does that mean? That I am calling on the people who are in the business, not who I've just personally sponsored, but drilling down, connecting with their teams to help everyone to get their 3 to rank up, because April is rank up to bank up month. And what you're going to see from me this month is more training videos. I'm going to try to keep them short because I know people's attention spans are not long these days. So I'm going to try to keep them to about 10-15 minutes, and maybe even do some short reels with some nuggets for you as you build your business. So let's jump right into today. So last month we did a lot of presentations, like every day almost through the month of March. I was using my voice to do a presentation so people could bring their guests so they could get eyes on our offer. So what I want to do now in this video is teach you how to be a great inviter. So it's one thing to just somebody say, oh, have a launch, invite people. But you can refine your skills and become a better inviter. So I came up with an acronym for GREAT. So grab a pen, get a piece of paper, because the paper never forgets. And I want to give you an acronym for GREAT that I made up that will help you as a model to get more people to show up, and for just being able for you to remember how to invite, because actually it's not always second nature to your team members. Okay, so I'm just going to show a couple things here. So write this down: how to be a GREAT inviter, how to be a great inviter. Because if someone is doing a presentation for you, or you're doing a launch presentation, whether it is in person or whether it is on Zoom, you want butts in the seats. You want as many eyes on the offer as you can. So the first G is for greet. Isn't that naturally just what you do? When you call somebody on the phone, I say, hey, Tyrone, this is Boomy. How you doing? So the natural thing, and what you want to remember, is to greet your prospect, greet your person that you're getting back in touch with. Have a smile on your face as you speak. Hey, Joe, what's up? Do you know who this is? Yeah, this is Boomy. How have you been? I haven't talked to you for a long time. So you want to offer that greeting first, okay? Now, the R is going to be for remind. So how do you get right to what you're calling about? Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question. Do you remember how I was always talking about reaching my goals and dreams? So I'm just reminding that person, hey, Joe, do you know how you always see me on Facebook posting inspirational quotes? Hey, Jennifer, remember when we were on the job, and I'd be in the break room and I was always talking about how I just wanted to free myself from this job? So that is a way to kind of like break the ice. Think of something that you can remind them of, because this is going to like set up what you're going to say next. Okay, so you're reminding them of a condition, of a time when you were dissatisfied, could be one, or you remind them of a time, reminding them of how you've been consistent with something. Maybe you're going to talk about the certain type of posts you make. Maybe you're going to talk about you were always looking for an opportunity. Maybe you're going to share, remind them about how you were always dissatisfied with your job or you were always struggling or whatever. Okay. So the R is for remind. This is like you're having a conversation. So I'm giving you words to authentically engage in this conversation. So the next E is for excitement and enthusiasm. So Joe, do you remember how when we were on the job, I was always talking about how I just wanted to fire my boss? Well, listen, I am so excited because 2 months ago, a friend of mine introduced me to a way for me to finally truly build wealth in a brand new space that we're in with digital assets. Okay. So let me go through that again because you're reminding them of something and then you're sharing your excitement and enthusiasm. You're not hypey about it, but you want, like, enthusiasm is a magnetic energy that will draw people to you. So you think about enthusiasm. Oh, can you get the baby for me? Can you get the baby? He's crying. So when you think about in theos, I want you to think in God. Okay. So enthusiasm, being excited, is truly is being on that God frequency. You can come bring them to me. So I'm going to go over this again. Hey, Joe, remember when we would always be on the job and I just would be complaining, like, I got to get out of here. I need to fire my boss. Well, let me tell you, I am so excited, Joe, because I finally found something. You can bring them to me, please. I finally found something that is the answer to what I've been praying for. I finally, I'm so excited because a friend of mine introduced me to a platform that's over the last 2 months. I literally have been getting paid every day while I sleep. Okay. So I'm just giving you a framework and I want you to kind of fill it in and figure it out what you're going to say for you. So I'll give you another example. Look, Jennifer, I am just more excited than I have been in years because about 5 weeks ago, a good friend of mine who I highly respect came calling to me, sharing with me the Zoom she wanted me to get on. And when I took a look, I knew this is what I had been praying for. And I absolutely got started and have been making money every day for the last 4 weeks. So now is ask. Okay. So next is to ask. So let me ask you a question. If I sent you a video, would you take a look at it? Okay. But that's just for getting them to look at the video. But now we're talking about getting them to attend the event. So we're still, if I would you. So Jennifer, this Thursday, I'm actually full out launching my business. Girl, I'm so excited. I am just inviting all my friends, all the people from the job, all my family, just anybody I know who's ever supported me or thought well of me. I'm inviting to my business launch. Now, here's the good thing. You do not have to leave your home. It can be right there wherever you are, on your mobile phone or on your laptop. But if I sent you an invitation to my launch on Thursday at 7 p.m., would you do me a favor and be my special guest and just listen in? Let me ask you that again. Let me give you that model again. If I invited you to be my guest to my business launch this Saturday at 2:00, would you do me a favor and listen in and be my guest on the Zoom launch as I open up my business and have this grand opening? Okay. Same thing. If you're having a live event, let me ask you this, Joe. If I invited you to my business launch on April the 15th, would you look at your schedule for me to see if you can attend? So we have greeted the person. Hey, how you doing? We reminded them, hey, remember how you used to always see me posting about personal development and positivity and things that have to do with wealth building? Well, I am so excited, Shannon, because just recently a good friend of mine introduced me to a platform where, girl, I've been getting paid every single day while I'm sleeping, while I'm at work for the last 8 weeks. And I wanted to ask you, because I'm having my actual business launch this Saturday, if I invited you to take a look at my business launch, just to be a guest for me, please, just to show up and see what it is that I'm doing, would you attend? Would you just take 45 minutes out of your schedule while you're washing dishes, doing whatever, and just listen to this presentation while you are doing whatever it is that you're doing? Okay. So you asked if I would you. And then the final, oh, what happened to my tea? Okay. Something happened to my tea. Okay. So the final thing, the T. The T, I'm going to type this. The T is for to tell and to thank. Okay. So you want to have them to do something. You want to give a command, and this doesn't, I don't know why this isn't showing. So you want to I don't know why this isn't showing, but anyway, the T is for tell. So this is what I would say. And they say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna check my calendar. Do me a favor, grab a pen. I want you to write this down. So you're telling them to do you a favor, okay? Telling them what to do. Shannon, do me a favor real quick. Grab a pen. So you're telling. That's the T is for tell, okay? And then I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna do this over because I want you all to see this, to write this down for the T. So you're gonna tell them to grab a pen and write this down. Okay, write down Thursday, April 27th. Okay, got that? Write down 4:55 p.m. It starts at 5, but I want you to log in 5 minutes early. Okay? And then write this address down. Write down www.thebitgroupteam.com or whatever the address is. And you're still going to text them, but it's something psychologically about people writing things down that you want them to write it down. Because they can't say, like, it's going to connect in their brain more. So you want them to do that. Let me see. Okay. And then once they write it down, okay, then you're going to thank them as well. Then you'll just say, girl, it was so good catching up with you. Look, thank you so much for being my guest. So you're like, it's done. It's confirmed. Thank you so much for being my guest. You're going to see me probably still, posting about it. I'm going to send you some reminders on your cell phone, because I know we all get busy and I don't want you to forget. But this means so much to me. I'm so excited about this. I got some big goals and dreams. So thank you so much for being my guest. And well, look, I'll stay in touch and we'll talk soon. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. So that is a framework. Maybe there might be something else you do, or another technique or whatever. But for those people who just need some basics, they're like, what do I do? What do I say? Be a great inviter. Have a smile on your face when you call. Greet them. Remind them, like when you're reminding them of something, you're relating, you're getting back in touch, and that's really important. You're getting their mind going. Girl, remember when I used to talk about this? Remember how you always saw me posting about that? Remember what I used to talk about in the break room? You know how I used to say such and such. Remember we used to go to these meetings? So this is like, it just helps you to bounce off from that to what you're going to say, because you're reminding them of why you're doing that you used to do, and why you are doing what you used to do. It's like, why you are doing what you do, because of what you used to do, because of how you used to be. So if you were always broke, Now you're reminding them because you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. If you were always talking about firing your boss, you're reminding them that's why you are excited because, hey, you found something that's allowing you to finally fire your boss. You are reminding them, maybe if you're were always posting about things about money and wealth. Remember how you always saw me posting about money and wealth and things like that? Well, girl, look, I am still fired up about wealth building. In fact, one of my friends, and you're just like telling a story, one of my friends introduced me to something, blah, blah, blah. But you're keeping this short. Literally, you can do this in a less than 5 minute conversation. If you haven't talked to a person in a while, maybe you get back in a little bit of touch with them, but don't spend 20 minutes on the phone inviting somebody. Okay, you got names you got to get through and you got to get through them fast. And now I'm already over 15 minutes. I should have stopped talking a long time ago. So let me stop. All right. So you're having your enthusiasm, your excitement, then you're telling them to grab a pen, you're thanking them, and then you're going off to the next person. So learn to be a great inviter, and you want to invite as many people as you can in as short of a period of time as you can, and always have the numbers to be in your favor. The numbers, do the numbers, invite, invite, invite. Use the law of large numbers. All right, if you have any questions, you need to get back with me. Whatever, 980-888-2000, 980-888-2000. Bye-bye.